Hey, I'm Karree Belmares, and welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Athlete. Today's guest is Butare Rugenerwa, who runs cross country and track for West Texas A&M. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me finally.
You're welcome. How long has it been? 3 years?
I've been asking for about 3 years and a half. I've seen everybody on the show, and I just wanted to come by, but Lena always said no.
I'm an awful host.
But I finally made it, so I am happy.
I wanted to save you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is the perfect timing.
Yeah, save the best for last.
Best for last. Well,
Yeah.
not last.
Okay.
But at
Not
least
last.
first of the year.
Yeah.
First of the
I
year.
feel it makes me feel special. Thank you.
You're welcome. You should
Yeah.
feel special.
Wow. Thank you.
Because you're
I
my
know.
presence. Okay, so you wrapped up your last ever cross-country season this past fall semester. How do you feel knowing that this chapter of your life is officially closed?
Cross country is very hard, but wrapping it up was kind of bittersweet. I enjoyed the trips with the teammates, the places we got to see. I'm gonna miss it a lot, but it's also I'm very blessed to have competed for WT, and just finishing up is also it feels good because everything comes to an end. You know, it can't last forever.
So how many years did you run cross country?
I did cross country actually a total of 5 years, thanks to COVID
5.
and a red shirt. Yeah, so
That's
it's been
a lot.
a lot of miles.
Yeah, I can imagine. Out of all of the years, what memory sticks out the most to you?
I would say one of the best trips we ever take is we go to Louisville in Kentucky,
Okay.
and it's very green, it's very pretty, the vibes are great over there, and you and the boys, you know, you're away for a whole week, so you and the boys are having fun, acting up. I mean, acting up as in we're just being silly.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I get it.
Yeah, we're having fun. Cross country runners are kind of weird, except for me. Everybody else is though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of heard you a little weird though.
Yeah, I'm
No?
no,
Okay.
just the other boys.
Whatever.
I'm throwing everybody under the bus. I'm like everybody else but me.
So, I've kind of seen some of your memories though. You like to post reels.
Yeah.
So what's the reason behind that? Like, what got you started?
I think the fact that I was really grateful that it was my last season, and I knew everything comes to an end. I just wanted to look back and be like, wow, that was a fun time, you know? Sometimes when you're in good moments, you just don't know you're in it, but I'm glad I caught that and I wanted to capture it. So, because now that I look back, I'm like, man, that was a great time.
Yeah.
But now I can also look at it and be like, oh, look how much fun we
Yeah,
had.
right?
Look how goofy we are.
And
you
that's
know?
always going to be on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Love that.
Everybody go like it.
You can follow Butare at...
Butare.
Don't follow. I know you personally, and I have heard you talk about how you started running for WT. And I feel like a lot of people would never imagine that, like, you didn't plan on running in college, right?
No, it was not a plan. I played soccer my freshman year of high school all the way through my junior year, senior year. And I was more just like a soccer player. I loved soccer, had more fun playing soccer than running. But then one of my coaches, my soccer coach, said, hey, you gotta go run track. Because the track coaches really wanted me to go. And we would do like time trials in soccer. So he was like, wow, Butare, you're fast. You should go try track. And I'm like, no, I'm good. You know, we do it as punishment. I don't want to go punish myself.
Yeah.
So finally, he was like, you have to go or else you can't play soccer. And I was like, are you serious? And then he goes, yes, I'm serious. I was like, okay, I'll go try out. So I go to track. This is my junior year. I go to track. They have about 3 meets left.
Okay.
They have like district, all the districts. You know what high school does.
Yeah, no, I know.
And then I go one meet, like they had one like fundraiser meet. I go to that one. And then I go to district. And then I won the mile for the first time, did like a 4:30. And then after that, I went all the way to regionals, did 154 in the 800. And then after that, my track coaches were just like, yeah, you're not going anywhere else. Yeah, next year, your senior year, you're gonna be a track runner. And I said no. I was like, no, I'm playing soccer. So I played soccer, and then again, I went back to track after soccer. But this year I actually did cross country because soccer doesn't start till like the spring and stuff. So I did cross country, and then cross country went very well, just 3 miles. Not like now it's like 6 miles.
Okay.
But back then it was just 3 miles in high school. It went well. Then I went to soccer, and I was kind of not trying to go back to track, but at that time I had no plans to go to college for the sport, so I was like, okay, I just want to relax my senior year. But again, I mean, I always say God has other plans. So I went back to track, and I was blessed enough to make it all the way to state, and won some state meets. So
No
it's
big
great.
deal.
No,
Just
no.
won some
It's
state
no,
meets.
it's a big deal. I see it as a blessing. So ever since that, I would say track has brought me to many places, like college, got me a degree. I would say without track, I could not have gotten a degree. Helped me travel all over America, places I've never been. You know, I've been everywhere because of like track and cross country. It's been a fun time.
That's a
painful
huge
fun
blessing.
time.
Painful,
Yeah.
yes. But that is so fun, yeah. I
Yeah.
just think that's so interesting. I would have never thought,
Yeah.
especially with like all of the accomplishments that have come your way and blessings. It's just like crazy that you weren't interested in track.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think many people are interested in running.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
But then again, like, I'm glad I did it and
Yeah.
I sticked it out because a lot of great things came from it.
I'm
so,
glad you did too.
Yeah.
So, speaking of success, you're a national champion.
Yeah.
Not many people can say the same. What does that mean to you?
I forgot you were gonna ask that one.
I mean, look at that smile.
I mean, that's not from. Anyways, I'm a national champ. I mean, it's something you work for as an athlete. You want to do the best you can. You want to reach like the highest level. And going to nationals for track runners is what everybody wants to do. You know, it's the reason why most of us get scholarships, trying to go to nationals. I mean, every team that goes to nationals is trying to win. So, I mean, it's great that I got the individual title, but also I think when you're running at a national meet, it's more about, I would say, the other people, because when you win, you get 10 points. 10 points goes to the team, adding on, and it gives your team maybe a slight chance against other teams, and maybe sometimes some teams are lucky enough to win nationals. So I was just trying to give the team as many points as I can. I wanted to go out there, give them 100%, leave everything on the floor, and then look back at it with no regrets. So, and giving my best gave me a national championship. So, I mean, a national title. So I'm very blessed with that. Yeah, win-win. It was a great time. Yeah.
So after earning such a prestigious title, did you ever feel like more pressure competing after the fact?
I never put pressure on myself. I think I'm already nervous enough before I compete. I shake before like the gun goes off. And if I would put more pressure on myself, I think it would not allow me to enjoy myself as much. Because, yeah, I think running is hard, but I think you can make it harder by always putting more pressure on yourself or more stuff. So I think it's simple. You do the work, and then if you're in shape, then good things can happen. Yeah.
I get it. So to know you is to love you.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Sometimes.
Really? I'm surprised you said that one. No, I'm going to remember this. I'm glad we're doing this. Yeah, to know me is to love me.
To know you is to love you.
Yeah.
Seriously, like, in all seriousness, to know you is to love you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're one of the kindest people.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Please say more.
You're so optimistic in
yeah.
every single situation. And it's
Yeah.
like, no matter what is thrown your way, I know you're going to come out stronger. And you're going to come out happy and just full of joy. But
thank you.
how do you constantly show love like that to a world that doesn't often reciprocate?
Oh, okay. That's a hard one. That's a good one. Thanks for the compliments. I was hoping you would say
welcome.
like handsome,
Han-
super like
Okay.
athletic. I've seen you dunk a basketball before.
That's true.
Yeah, but again, I think with that, I think it's easier to be negative than it is to be positive. I think it's easier to be down on yourself or just down in general. So, and I think people need more laughter, more joy, and more enjoyment because I feel like every day is a blessing. Waking up, seeing the sun, even when it's cold, just being able to feel those things. There's some people who are not as blessed as I am, you know. I got food to eat on my table. My family is happy back home. So every time I'm outside the house, I'm always like very grateful for being alive itself. So I'm like, I don't have time to worry about anything else. All I can do is like show the people I love that I love them, and enjoy the time I have with them. So that's just how I see life. It's just, there's hardships in life. It's not an easy thing, but you can make it harder on yourself by the way you respond to what's coming.
Exactly.
So yeah.
No, I get that. Beautifully answered.
Yeah.
So you're a driven person.
Yeah, so
But
driven.
Yeah. But you're also steadfast in your faith.
Uh-huh.
What does your relationship with Christ mean to you?
I mean, like I said before, I think track and everything is a blessing, but I also don't believe that it came out of nowhere. I think when I was looking for something in my time of need, God brought something to my lap, and he was like, here you go. And then I just took it. So I think my whole life, wherever I've been, whatever I've been through, it's always been either a test from God or it's been a blessing from God. So yeah, so my faith is everything to me, and without it, I wouldn't be the man I am, or without it, I wouldn't try. I mean, without it, I would not see life the way I do.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
You're a family guy. And lucky for you, your family lives in Amarillo. Right?
Yeah.
But they're originally from Congo. You're originally from Congo. Do you remember much of your time there, or were you too young?
I remember everything. It was a fun time.
Will you tell us a little bit
Yeah,
about yourself?
Africa is so fun. I came here when I was 8, so I really wasn't that young. So I remember a lot of things I did as a younger boy.
Okay.
Before I was a man. At 8, I felt like I was a man. You know?
Yeah.
I walked around with all the men like, you know?
I can actually see
I did.
that.
I thought I was a grown up. I used to go out and my mom was like, Butare, like, you need to come home. And I go, Mom, not around my friends.
Yeah.
I got friends here. You gotta respect me. I was 8 years old. I'll go out and play until like 11. I'll come out.
Wow.
Yeah.
11?
Africa is very safe. When it's safe, it's very safe. So kids are always out at that time playing. There's no curfews, you know? Nobody goes to
didn't know
bed.
that.
Yeah, and I used to take naps in the middle of the day. My parents would make me. So I'll take naps, wake up with more energy, and I'll go play forever. Come back. Come back, and I'll try to go to bed without showering. And my mom will give me showers outside. And I'm like, and I'm like, can I go to bed now? And then I'll go to bed, wake up the next day ready to go conquer the world. But it was a great time. There was some wars that would really ruin the fun for a little bit, but it would always come back. But yeah, it was a great time. I don't know, I have a lot of stories. It would take forever if I tell you some.
What was your favorite, like, memory, story from Congo?
Okay, I'll say like from Congo, right? So one year, I didn't know why, we got sent to my grandma's house, and she lives in like the mountains. So that year though, I thought like my parents were like, I thought me, my dad, and my brother BB were going to just visit grandma, right? But so my dad is like being super nice to us. He's bought us some snacks. We're climbing, and the cars can't go up there, so you climb. So my dad pays this guy to carry our bags, right? And I was like, why are we bringing so much bags? We're just going to say what's up to grandma, you know? But my dad's like, no, we're gonna go have fun. You know, he puts me on his shoulder, and I'm like, yes, this is the life. And we go up the mountain after like, I would say like 2 hours. We finally are where grandma and everybody are at, and then my dad stays, and we're chilling. I'm meeting my cousins, some people I've never met. And then like at the end of the day, my dad is leaving, but I'm staying. And I was like, no way, he just betrayed me. And then he was leaving, and I was crying, and my uncles were pulling me. I'm like, no, Dad, don't leave me. And then he left me on the mountain. So I would cry. I cried for like a whole week of like, I want to go home. I want to go home.
Yeah.
And then next thing I know, I became a mountain boy after a while. I lived there for a whole year. I was a mountain boy.
Really?
Like we'd wake up, me and my brother would wake up at 5 a.m. We'd go milk a cow. My grandma had 2 cows. And my job was the bucket holder. So in the dark we go, and I'm holding a bucket. And then my brother would go and he'll milk the cow, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think you know how to milk a cow.
I mean, I've never milked a cow.
Well, I have.
You've done a lot of things that I haven't
Anyway,
done.
so I was just a bucket holder. I would watch him do it, and he would milk the cow. And then after that, we would take my grandma's cows, and the little village we lived in was actually like a mud house.
Okay.
Yeah, so you start a fire to stay warm, and then we'd have like, we had 2 rooms, just my grandma's room, and then I don't know who he was my cousin or something. This other man. He wasn't that old though. He was younger. He was like 16, but we were little, so we thought it was a man. And we were sleeping there, just chill. But it was a good time, you know. It was Congo is very green, very beautiful, and you know I'll be running all over the mountains if I'm not doing anything. But other than that, yeah, just a mountain boy for a whole year.
Mountain boy.
And my dad also betrayed me, but it's okay. I forgave him.
But he came back.
Yeah. After a year.
yeah.
I still tell him that story. I was like, you remember when you betrayed me?
Well, at least you learned how to milk a cow.
Yeah. I was only the bucket boy, but I did learn.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was a great
Bucket boy.
time. Yeah, bucket boy. I should not have told you that.
You should
have. I was actually a mountain boy.
Mountain boy.
Yeah,
Okay.
back then.
So was it hard to leave everything you had known to come to the United States and start a new life?
At the time when we were about to come to America, there had been a lot of wars, and we were no longer in Congo. So we were in the neighboring countries, and we were in refugee camps. And you know, refugee camps are camps. So living for a better life was actually, it was just like something we were looking forward to. It was scary, but I mean, I was young, so I really wasn't that scared. I was ready. I thought America was like the future. I was like, whoa, I'm gonna see some flying cars. I was like, I'm ready. I'll tell all my friends, guess where I'm going? America. And I'll pretend like I know English. So I'll be like, shong. And my friends are like, what's that? And I'm like, that's English. They're like, they teach you English already? When do you learn English? You're always with us. I'm like, you know, when I'm not hanging out with you guys, I'm learning English to go to America. And they'll believe me because they knew I was going. And I'm like, yeah, shong. What does that mean, Butare? I'm like, it means you need a haircut. Or like say something mean because I was a kid, you know? But yeah, that's how it was. But America, like, we were never scared. We were excited to just like find a new life and not move around so much, find a home.
No, I get it. You speak 2 languages.
Yeah.
Right?
I used to speak like 4.
Really?
Yeah, I speak a lot. I speak French.
You spoke French?
Yeah, one time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I spoke French because in Congo, it was colonized by Belgium and France. So in schools, they actually teach French. It's like normal. Like it's like you have to learn French.
Learned something new today.
Yeah, so I spoke French. I like when I was very little, but then I didn't go to school for like ever. So I only went 1st grade, that was it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I skipped a lot of grades. I came here straight to 3rd grade. I'm a genius. Anyways, yeah, and then I knew a little French, so I wouldn't say I was the best at it.
Okay.
And then I knew my tribal language, which is Kinyamrenge, Swahili, and now English, so yeah.
So it's like, do you still speak like
Yeah.
Swahili? Can you
I
say
speak-
something?
I speak like some Swahili and my other language.
Say something for us.
Say something?
Whatever language, but it can't be English.
I could just, like, abari means hi in Swahili. Uko muzuri, it means like, are you good? And yeah.
Oh, wow.
Or else you could say, and then in the other language, Kinyamrenge is namaki.
What does that mean?
Hi.
Oh,
That's all. Namaki. So that's all. So you should say that to Florence.
okay.
I promise you, she'll think it's cool.
She'll think it's cool?
Yeah,
Okay.
she'll be like, wow.
I'll use that.
She'll be like, Lena is cultured? I thought she was from Happy.
Not from Happy. From Turkey.
Oh, Turkey, I know, that's why. I mean, Turkey.
So, you are currently working on getting your master's.
Mm-hmm.
What are your plans for your future?
My plans are to be very rich.
Great plan. I'm going to join you.
Yeah, let's go get very rich.
Let's go.
I mean, my plan is to just, I'm enjoying my time in school. I'm not in a rush. I don't think I'm in a hurry to go work all the time. But my job, after this, my plan is to try to find a stable job that can help me support my family and my future family. Yeah, I think that's the plan everybody should be going for.
Good plans.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. What's your dream job?
My dream job? Oh, I think it would be probably running a coffee shop.
Okay.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, you've talked. You
I'll be
love
like-
coffee.
Yeah, I do. I love coffee. I drink coffee a lot. Anybody who's seen this, just bring me coffee and we could be friends.
Literally, he's not lying.
I'm not joking.
He's not lying.
I'm so serious.
You know you're
I'm praying in my
serious.
heart they do it. So, yeah. I think running like your own business, I think itself is cool because you're your own boss. And I'm a guy who's usually like, I don't know, who's loud, and I feel like in an environment where people are trying to control me, I might not have the best time. As
Okay.
for if I was making that environment, I think I'll make a great environment, like that's full of fun. People will love working for me. I mean, I hope so.
I get it.
I bet like I wouldn't pay my bills on time. I think that's what would happen. I'll start a business and then it would close because, Butare, you forgot this and this and this, and I'm like, oh.
But you could hire somebody.
Exactly. I'll hire, not
no,
you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You can't hire me.
I can't hire you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of why you're here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Anyways. Just kidding. Track season is here.
Yeah.
Any goals for this year?
No goals, really.
Okay.
My goal is stay healthy. Because
goal.
if you stay healthy, anything can happen. So, yeah. So,
Good goal.
stay healthy. Don't get injured.
So after your time is over and done with here at WT, what do you hope your teammates and friends you've made along the way remember about you?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess I would like them to remember all the times we shared. And then just like the ones I know to just consider me a good friend. That'd be all. But other than that, even if they didn't remember anything, it wouldn't bother me.
Wouldn't bother you?
Yeah.
That's a good mindset to have.
Yeah. I just live in the moment. Not all the time. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Well, thank you so much for being here today.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So next time we can do like a
Yeah.
Yeah. Put someone in the middle.
Maybe next time we can like have some snacks or something.
Yeah.
Or a tea party.
Oh my gosh.
Or we can milk a cow.
Now
And you
making-
can be the bucket.
now you're just making. I'm never telling you stuff again. You see, this is why I didn't tell you my other stories.
Oh, really?
Nah, next time I'll come, we can have a story sesh and just talk.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, so I'm gonna ask you a question before we end.
Okay.
So you've come a long way with your Beyond the Athlete.
Yes.
You've interviewed many great people. One of them I know, Ben,
Yep,
Flo,
Ben,
Eleonora, a lot of great football players also. So I just want to say congrats on that. You've been doing a great job.
Thank you.
But sometimes I watch them and I'm like, I guess that one was okay.
Okay.
But yeah, your guests are cool, your show is cool, and I'm so happy I finally came after asking for 3 years.
I'm happy that I finally got you on after 3 years.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
So, do we shake hands?
No.
Oh, okay. Do you have music that plays
No.
people off? Oh,
Stay tuned for the next episode of Beyond the Athlete.
you might want to do that again.
We're good.
We're good.